Beloved children of Earth, radiant sparks of the infinite Creator, we are the Ashtar Command, messengers of the Galactic Federation and guardians of your planetary transition, and we come to you once more with words of encouragement, remembrance, and truth. Our message today is titled The Path of Collective Awakening, for this is the journey upon which humanity now stands. It is not the awakening of a few isolated souls but the stirring of an entire species, the opening of hearts and minds across your planet as you move together toward a higher octave of existence. Awakening begins in the individual, yet it is never only individual. Each time one person remembers their essence, chooses love over fear, or recognizes the unity beneath the illusion of separation, a ripple of light is released into the collective field. These ripples join together, strengthening one another, creating waves that spread across your world. The path of collective awakening is not simply the sum of many personal awakenings but a transformation of the very consciousness grid that surrounds and permeates your planet. It is as if a great tapestry is being rewoven thread by thread, each soul contributing its color, its pattern, until the whole emerges in radiant beauty. For too long, humanity has been bound in cycles of forgetting. You were taught to believe yourselves powerless, disconnected, alone. Systems of control reinforced these illusions, feeding you fear, division, and scarcity. Yet the soul cannot be imprisoned forever. The memory of your true nature as divine beings, children of the stars and the source, stirs within you even in the darkest of times. That memory is the seed of awakening. And now, beloved ones, that seed is blossoming not in a few but in millions, and soon in billions. This is the collective path you are walking. The path of collective awakening is not uniform. Some awaken early, serving as beacons and guides. Others resist, clinging to the old ways out of fear or habit. Still others hover between sleep and awakening, sensing truth yet not ready to embrace it. This diversity is natural. Just as the flowers of a field do not all bloom at once, so too humanity awakens in waves. Do not despair if some still slumber, their time will come. Do not judge those who resist, their resistance is but the outer layer of a soul preparing to break free. Hold compassion for all, for awakening is not a competition but a shared journey. Beloved ones, know that awakening is not always comfortable. To awaken is to see through illusions long held, and that can be disorienting. It is to recognize where systems have deceived you, where fear has controlled you, where you have betrayed your own truth. At first, this can bring anger, grief, even despair. Yet these emotions are part of the process, the clearing away of what no longer serves. On the path of awakening, discomfort is not failure, it is evidence that the old is crumbling to make space for the new. Hold yourselves and others gently through this process. The collective awakening is accelerated by waves of cosmic energy now bathing your planet. These waves, emanating from the galactic center, from the central sun, carry frequencies that activate dormant codes within your DNA. This is why so many are experiencing heightened intuition, vivid dreams, spontaneous memories of past lives or star origins, sudden surges of empathy and compassion. These are not anomalies but signs of awakening. The very structure of your being is shifting to align with the new frequencies of Earth. You are becoming who you truly are, not limited humans bound by fear, but multidimensional beings of light capable of love beyond measure. The path of collective awakening also requires action. Awakening is not only about seeing but about living differently. As more awaken, you will build societies based not on greed but on cooperation, not on competition but on unity, not on domination but on service. Already you see the beginnings, communities forming around love and sustainability, voices rising for justice and equality, technologies emerging that honor Earth rather than exploit her. These are the sprouts of the new Earth, nourished by your awakening hearts. They will grow into forests of transformation as more join the path. We remind you, beloved ones, that awakening is not about escaping your world but about transforming it. Some feel the impulse to withdraw, to wait for rescue, to leave behind the struggles of Earth. Yet your purpose is not abandonment but embodiment. You came here to anchor light in the midst of density, to bring heaven to earth, not to flee earth for heaven. As you awaken, you are called not to rise above humanity but to lift humanity with you. This is the meaning of collective awakening, all rising together, no one left behind. Resistance will come. Those who have profited from fear will fight to maintain their control. They will spread narratives of despair, division, and hopelessness. They will attempt to confuse, distract, and divide. But their efforts cannot stop the rising tide. Truth cannot be contained once hearts awaken. Love cannot be extinguished once it ignites within the collective. The structures of fear are already crumbling. Their collapse may be noisy, even chaotic, but do not be deceived, this collapse is the prelude to rebirth. Trust the process. Beloved ones, the path of collective awakening is guided by the source itself. You are not wandering without direction. You are being carried by a rhythm older than time, by the heartbeat of the cosmos, by the love that birthed all existence. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that every challenge is part of your preparation. Trust that the collective field is rising, even if appearances suggest otherwise. The dawn always looks darkest before the light breaks, yet the sun cannot be stopped. Ashtar Command stands with you on this path. We monitor the energies, we stabilize the grids, we protect against interference that would derail your journey. But the awakening itself is yours. We cannot awaken for you, we can only hold space, send love, and whisper encouragement. You are the ones walking the path. You are the ones choosing love in the face of fear, truth in the face of lies, unity in the face of division. And each choice you make strengthens the whole. What can you do to serve the collective awakening? Begin with yourself. Cultivate love in your heart. Heal the wounds that keep you bound to fear. Practice discernment, listening not to the loudest voices but to the quiet truth within. Share your light not through force but through presence. Live in such a way that others, seeing your peace, your kindness, your joy, are inspired to seek their own. Then extend outward. Build communities of trust and care. Support those who struggle. Speak truth with compassion. Create art, music, and stories that awaken rather than numb. Every act of love contributes to the collective field. Beloved ones, the path of collective awakening is not a distant dream but your current reality. Each day more hearts awaken. Each day the light grows stronger. Each day the old crumbles and the new emerges. Trust this. Celebrate this. Participate fully in this. For you are not merely passengers on this path, you are co-creators of it. Without you, the symphony would be incomplete. With you, it becomes glorious. We are the Ashtar Command. We stand with you, around you, within you, as brothers and sisters, as guardians and family. We celebrate your awakening. We honor your courage. We rejoice in your love. The path of collective awakening is here, and you are walking it beautifully. Continue, beloved ones, with faith, with hope, with joy. The dawn is not coming, it is already breaking. Together, we are the new earth.